So last Christmas, I got a little bored, had a few things laying around, and decided to do some, just find a way to use them instead of just letting them sit in the attic. So the story goes, me and my dad, we restored a car when I was 16 through, oh, I think through my senior year in high school, and we had a lot of parts laying around, and I thought, well, I wanted to keep them because it was really special to me what me and my dad got to do together. So, and I don't get to spend a whole lot of time with him anymore, and the car kind of reminds me of him and the special bond that we had back then, the time we spent together. So, anyway, long story. So I decided to, I kept the parts because they reminded me of what we did, and I had them in the attic, and I thought, well, there's, I can find something to do with these. So I got a few other things, but I think the coolest thing I've done with them is I took this steering wheel and I kind of made a Christmas wreath out of it, and it turned out really, really well. And I did it for probably under $8 and under 30 minutes of my time. So that was really, really cool. So what I did is I took lights first and wrapped them around. I think this is like I think it's more than 100 count. I don't remember. So I wrapped the steering wheel around I wrapped the lights around the steering wheel, and then I took some garland like you see down there. I'm trying to do something with some hubcaps. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out, and wrapped it around in between the lights and wrapped it pretty tight. It's pretty close together, so there's no gaps. What you see right here is just glare, the red that you can see. So none of the steering wheel shows except for the center. So I thought this was a really cool thing that you could do with a steering wheel, and if anyone has any questions, I could definitely explain things in greater depth. Anyone can do it. It's definitely not that hard at all to do it. And I thought, I just hung it up on the wall just for now. I thought you could make a stand that goes around either side and kind of holds it there on a desk. I thought that would be really cool to make. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but it's kind of a weighty thing, an old 50s, 60s steering wheel, which it looks the best with. If you did this with a modern steering wheel, you'd just look kind of silly, but it's kind of weighty, so, be careful when you hang it on your wall if you do make one. But it's a great use of parts that are old and can't be used anymore. Like this steering wheel was unrestorable. It was just beat up, and I went with something different. So, and then pretty much I just ended it right around back there and hooked a little Dollar Tree extension cord on there, and then I was in business. And I think it'd be really cool if you had a timer on it. If you had a timer on it and it went, came on and went off, I think that would be pretty slick. But I don't know. There's a lot of things you can do. My next project here is finding a way to incorporate some lights into some hubcaps that I've found through the years. I think that'd be something really cool to do. I don't know if we can see that. Can't really see. That's a car me and my dad did together. And that's my dad when he was 16. God, he's a character. So I've gotten busy and he's gotten busy, so it's kind of a sad ordeal. But doing things like this kind of helps with things like that. So anyway, fun thing to do with your kids, or husband and wife project, maybe even easy craft, fun to do, and I think it looks cool. To other people it may look totally stupid, but I think it looks really good. So, and again, if there's any questions, then just go ahead and ask. I'd be happy to answer. So.